Sip Samatma, Sip Sudeep, Sip Atmatray, Sip Kumar Swami, Sip Girish, Sip Bliko, Sip Sagai, Sip Sunil Chittal, Sip Gautam, Sip Bliss, Sip Rekha, Sip Gliko, Sip Yogini, Sip Ashok Nichani, Sip Kundan. And the rest of you, I can't see you. Welcome. Whoever you are, welcome to the call. But those of you whom I can see, today there is an interesting question and the administrator is putting the question up. Let us see how many of you are going to be champions in this question of today. It is a little bit of a continuation of yesterday, as I told you, but the question for today is that what separates us from each other? What was yesterday's question, you remember? Yesterday's question was, are we separate from each other? And of course, we are all separate from each other, but we look separate from each other. Girish is separate from Sudeep, Atmatra is separate from Samatma, and Nichani is separate from Chotwani. But what separates us? Today's question is, are we separate or are we one? That was yesterday. Today, if we are separate, what separates us? What separates us from each other? So who's going to, Sunil Chittan? Yes, sir. Sunil Chittan.
Shivam Guruji, what separates us from each other is our individual karmic account.
Is our
karmic account. Our karmas separate us from each other.
Why do you say that?
Because if there was no karma, we would have not been come into existence itself. We would have all remained separate.
Very intelligent answer. I didn't think of. You know, sometimes I don't know the answer. The answer SIP gives. I hope you understand that. Don't think I come with preconceived answers. So SIP has given to Sunil Chittal a very intellectual answer. Because we are all having separate karmas, it is our karma that separates from each other. Your karma is different from my karma, and because each karma is different, it is the karmic account. According to SIP Sunil, according to our master Sunil, he says, if the karmic account was not there, somebody else may say, but the karmic account is carried by mind and ego. Then mind and ego separates from each other. Because the mind and ego is carrying the karmic account. The karmic account is sitting on whose head? Not the body. The body dies. I don't know. I'm just... Sunil Chittal calls these musings. He likes to call them musings. So I'm also musing. Okay, next. Who would like to muse a little bit more on the subject? Come on. Who are the champions of today? What separates us from each other? Are we separate or are we not? First of all, Sudeep Bhargava, back in action. Yes, sir.
Shivam, sir. Sure. I believe at a little bit more fundamental level, can I say it is the Maya in one word? And Maya will lead to the ignorance, which will make me separate from all the others. Okay. The truth is that we are one, but the ignorance about the truth will don't make me realize that.
Your mind said Maya and your intellect said ignorance. Because Maya is not here to do anything. See, don't think Maya is making monkey of us. No. Maya is there. ये प्रभु की लीला है, प्रभु की माया है. Prabhu is not trying to play trick with us. Many people think, oh Prabhu, क्या प्रभु तुम्हारी माया, क्या प्रभु तुमने ऐसा किया, क्या प्रभु तुमने ऐसा किया. क्या प्रभु ने क्या किया? प्रभु ने क्या किया मैन? प्रभु की माया में हम फंसे हैं. So Sudeep, the Maya is there, but what separates us from each other is ignorance. What is the ignorance, Sudeep? I am Sudeep Bhargava. You are Girish. You are Girish. I am Sudeep. I am Sudeep. You are Shiva, Bholenath. I am coming to see you in Kailasha. The ignorance separates us. In reality, they are all one. They are caught in unnecessary, useless ignorance that makes us separate from each other. We are suffering physical pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. We are actually stupid. So I just finished the book reading the book in Finland. It's going to go this week. We're going to go for final. The book will go for final print. Stop it, stupid. Stop it. Bliko, mind tells Bliko, I am Bharat living in consciousness. You are Gaurish living in consciousness. Why you copied me? Why Bliko? I am Bliko. Why you became Gliko? Why you copied me? The moment you are thinking like that, why you copied me means it is the ego that's thinking Gliko and Bliko are different. Actually, Gliko and Bliko are both the same, but we don't understand it. Okay, so let us now go to Atmatray. So Sudeep Bhargava put ignorance, Sunil Chittal put karmic account, and I think we had one more, no? In between? Only two.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, sir.
Due to the ignorance of self-realization, who am I? We don't know. That's why all things look separate, different from us.
So what did you say? The ignorance of? Self-realization.
Self-realization.
No, what you are trying to say, you are using the word ignorance, but you are saying lack of self-realization.
Right.
Correct? I'm changing the word slightly to make it different. Atmatray is saying because there is no self-realization. What is the self-realization, Atmatray? Me and you. Me and you, immediately we become two. Me and you becomes two. The moment we are two, then we become 2 billion.
Right.
So self-realization is what? The spark that gave me birth as Atmatray 9 months before my birthday. The spark that gave Ashok Nichani birth. When Ashok Nichani was born, same spark gave him birth. The spark in him, the spark in me, the Atma in me, the Atma in AiR, the Atma in Atmatray, the Atma in Samatma is all same. But
yes,
even after listening 1,000 times, even after listening 1 million times, Atmatray, only knowledge we have. We may have big degrees. Some people, they are very proud of their degrees. Keep your degree. I tell them to yourself, what is the use of your degree? You may have all type of degrees. Degree is just one piece of paper. The degree is of no use. If there is no realization, the knowledge is useless, completely useless. Thank you. Ashok Nichan.
Shivam Sirji.
Shivam, sir.
Sirji, our mind separates us from each other.
Amazing. Good. Mind is a very good answer. What separates from each other? The mind. Because man ye dushman bada, hame satata sada man ye दुश्मन मन ये मन माया में ले जाता है संसार में डुबाता है हमें दुखी कराता है शैतान है ये शैतान है I like to call the man shaitan because the shaitan steals our happiness. We have everything in this world. We have all the happiness in this world. Shaitan will say no. The shaitan will come and tell, these are called the voice of the mind. The voice of the mind is the voice of the shaitan. The devil. The devil will come and defeat the divine that is inside us. And therefore, Ashok Nichani has given a beautiful answer. It is called the mind. The mind creates the separation between you and me. The mind is the big problem. Shaitan. Bada shaitan hai mind. Very good, Ashok Nichani. You caught a very good point. One of my favorite points is the mind. Then we have Rohit. And then Yogini. Rohit.
Shivam Sirji.
Sure.
Yeah, Shivam, Sirji. So, yeah, body, mind, and ego. Same answer actually. Body, mind, ego. Separate us from each other.
It's a different answer. We will take it as a different answer. BME. Body, mind, ego. This separates from each other because I think I'm Rohit.
Correct.
Because Rohit, I see Rohit in the picture in the mirror. That Rohit is not the same as that Purohit. That Purohit is another Purohit. I am Rohit, he is Purohit. Don't confuse. Name also is different and occupation also is different.
Correct.
He's Purohit. So my
Yes,
point is body, then mind. Because all the time there's a war of the mind. My mind is fighting against your mind. And because my mind is fighting against your mind, we are miserable. We are miserable for free. The mind makes us miserable for mufat mein. It's called in India, they say mufat mein, mufat. Mufat means free mein. The mind will make you miserable mufat mein, mufat. It will just make you miserable. Body,
Yeah.
mind, and ego. Oh, ego. I told like this, but I told like this, and you did not tell like this, but I should have done like this, and you should have done like this. And because you did not do like this, and I did not do like this, who's the fellow I? This I is causing jealousy, anger, revenge, hate. But who is it troubling? My Guruji used to always teach us, when you get angry because of the ego, remember, you are trying to throw anger on somebody. It's like a burning charcoal. You're throwing the burning charcoal at somebody. I'll kill you, man. I'll cut you. I'll kill you. Burning charcoal. You're going to throw it. But before you throw it, already you have burnt your own hand. Your own beautiful hand is already burnt because the charcoal in your hand is already caught fire. Your hand is already burnt. Now you may throw it on somebody else, but that hardly matters because you already burnt your hand. So Rohit, yes, body, mind, ego, different answer. Each of these answers are valid. Yogini.
Thank you, sir.
Shubham, sir.
Yogini.
The air in the white balloon and the air in the red balloon is the same, but due to duality and ego, we are not able to understand.
Correct. So what is causing that? What is causing that separateness?
Ignorance.
Now you are in consciousness. Yogini, CBTC. CBTC, come back to consciousness.
Come back to consciousness.
Effortlessly, Yogini gave the answer. So some people like Yogini, they are consistent. They are on this call and they are consistent. Some people, they are on this call. This call is one, for some people, this call is a time pass. They put on this Zoom call just for time pass. Time pass means, chalo dekhte hain kaun sa film chal raha hai. Some people are like that. They put on this call as time pass. They are not serious about this call. But some people, like Yogini, Yogini is very serious. That's why I tell you all, try to keep this 40 minutes dedicated for yourself. Don't think you're giving to me. Don't make this mistake and say, oh, AiR, every day I'm giving you 40 minutes. You know how many days, how much time I've given you? Why you feel you're giving to me? You have given this 40 minutes to yourself. You have given this 40 minutes to the divine. You are giving 40 minutes for talash. You are giving 40 minutes for enlightenment. And you cannot give 40 minutes out of 1440 minutes. In a day, there are 1440 minutes. You do whatever you want, 1400 minutes. Some people cannot give 40 minutes. Can you understand how least important this call is? If you cannot give 40 minutes to this call, then how can you say you're giving importance to this call? Therefore, I believe that this 40 minutes who gives to this call, they are very serious about this call. Those who don't give 40 minutes to this call. So Yogini, good. In 1 second, Yogini answered. What separates? Straight away she said, अविद्या के कारण हम सब तड़पते, अंधकार में जीते और फिर हम मरते, पुनर्जन्म फिर हम लेते. Bliss, that means we live in ignorance and we die and we come back again and again. You may be happy, bliss today, happy Father's Day. What Father's Day? Every day Father's Day. Why today Father's Day? Some people just to make commerce, just to make money, today is Father's Day. Because of this Father's Day, I bought for my father 25,000 rupees worth of chocolates. Money waste. But my father is very happy. But I bought so much, one full bag of chocolates. I came from Finland. I bought for my father. My father is very happy because Father's Day. My father wishes there was Father's Day every month. He says, why there's only once a year? My father wishes every month there should be Father's Day. But we are caught by ignorance. Bliss wants to say something. Girish, I'll give Bliss chance and then to Girish. Yes, Bliss, tell me.
I said, sure.
You
At Father's Day, it's not only fathers in the sense of my father and author, but sip.
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 Sip is
It's
not
the-
father. Sip is
Yeah.
father, grandfather,
We-
great-grandfather, mother, grandmother, great-mother, everything Sip is. Nah.
Sip is the big father, in fact.
Okay.
Because
Then we should call it Happy Sip Day.
happy Sip Day.
And Sip Day should be every day, not one day in
Yeah.
1 year. Why one day
Yes,
in 1
but
year?
when I wake up this morning, I say, it's Sip Day. It's Father Day for everyone.
Okay, good. That's a good attitude. Good.
And what is about us?
Huh?
It's what is about us? It's only, I don't know how to say, but the way the I don't know how to say the way you understand what I tried to
No, how I can understand? When you cannot make me understand, how can I understand when you do not understand what you're
I
trying?
will try to look for the word and I
Okay,
will see
you look and come back. Thank you, Bliss. Girish, back to subject.
Believing the myth of name and form.
Good. So Girish is coming with a very intellectual answer. What is the cause of this ignorance? What is causing us to separate from each other? Girish says, what separates us from each other is fake beliefs, wrong beliefs, beliefs that we have been indoctrinated by. Wrong belief is a big problem. We have been taught fairy tales. We have been taught myth. Today, I saw an interesting video of Amitabh Bachchan. Somebody sent me an interesting video of Amitabh Bachchan. When he was a boy. Amitabh Bachchan, when he was a boy, he's recording a video when he was in college. In college, he was in some university and he got a prize for drama in 1 year. And next year also, he was going to get a prize, but he got measles and he was in hospital. So his parents came and told him, they taught him a lesson. जो मन चाहता है वो मिले तो बहुत अच्छा है, अमिताभ बच्चन says. जो मन चाहता है वो मिले तो बहुत अच्छा है, और जो मन नहीं चाहता है वो मिले वो और भी अच्छा है. So Amitabh Bachchan says that, but what I believe is a lot of people in today's world are believing things without understanding what their belief is. If you ask in today's class, we talk about this, we will say just accept and surrender. Why complicate? जो मन चाहे वो अच्छा है, जो मन ना चाहे वो और भी अच्छा है. This only makes it so complicated. Because probably Harbanch Rai was a poet and he was his father. I think my parents told me. Nothing wrong in what he said. But I'm saying, whatever is happening today, if you ask, Rekha Parwani sent me another video today. Very complicated video from our Guruji. But Rekha Parwani sent a very complicated video, which is completely opposite. And Rekha Parwani is confused. Now, what do I do? This is Master Guruji's video, which is 30 years old video. So I'm saying we have to use our intellect. Suppose today I am telling a child, don't go and touch that wire because the devil is in the wire. I'm teaching a child, a small child. Does it mean the devil is in the wire? There's no devil, but the child will be scared of devil, not of shock. The child doesn't know the meaning of shock. So sometimes it's also who we are teaching, how we are teaching. So good, Girish. Girish, give the answer. What is separating us from each other? Wrong beliefs. For example, we have been taught in school, Girish, that we should compete with each other in class. We have been taught not to share our notes with others. We have been taught, our parents told, hey, what, you're a fool or what? Let that fellow write his own homework. You don't show him your homework. Why you should show homework? I mean, been taught or not? You let him suffer his karma. How many people have been taught this? Oh, you let him suffer his karma, let him suffer. We have been taught too many bad things. Sorry to say, we have been taught too many bad things. And today also, full Bangalore city was closed because somebody was going in some other direction, doing all wrong things. But I don't know. I don't want to make any comment on that. Everybody is in their own trip. We are not trying to go, what Girish says, we have to go in the realization of the truth. What I tell you all, don't listen to me. Don't say AiR told, so we have to follow. Never. Don't listen to me. When AiR tells something, you use your intelligence. You contemplate. Is it right? You know, my Guru, Rekha Parwani, when my Guruji told me that the astral world, you know what I told him? I told my Guruji, I don't agree. I don't agree. What is this astral world? What is this astral body? Now, for me, it's all nonsense. I told my Guruji, it's complete nonsense. I don't agree. In writing, I told him. And in writing, I told him, I don't know if you remember or not, I told him, you think I'm an idiot? I'm an idiot? He called me idiot. I told him, I'm an idiot? Okay, I'm an idiot. No problem. You explain to me, I told my Guruji. Then my Guruji said, no, please don't believe in these astral bodies. You please don't believe. Please go by your intellect. Don't worry about astral bodies are there or not. This is my Guruji replied to me in writing. So therefore, my dear friends, very, very important that we have to be very clear as to what we want in life and how we should not just listen to anybody. Ashok Chotwani. Hello, bolo.
Shivam sir.
Shivam, sir.
Sir, religion is also an important factor.
Religion is one of the biggest problems.
Yeah, which separate us from each other, sir.
Oh, big problem, because their religion tells my religion is different, your religion is different, this is different. Ye mera, wo tera, ye main, ye tu. This is my scripture, your scripture, my God, you're all nonsense. And the problem with, see, that's why I tell you all, the biggest seva you can do is to bring 5 people on this call. Because 99.99% of the people are in ignorance. Luckily, I hope you think you are not in ignorance. If you think we are all ignorant, then there's a big problem. Suppose all the people in this call are doubting, oh, this AiR only is the biggest ignorant fellow. He's teaching us all wrong things. Then we have a big problem, right? But all of you, according to me, you're all convinced. You are convinced beyond doubt that we are on the right path. We are on the right direction. There is no doubt. Because we are not going by some fairy tales. We are going by Shravana, Manana, Nidhi, Dhyasana. We are going by ask, investigate, realize the truth. We are not going by any nonsense. We are going only by truth. Therefore, very, very important. Good one. See, so many people have given so many good answers. So good answers. I have something from Rekha Parwani. We don't realize Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram, that we are all one SIP. And SIP is everything, everywhere. Yeah, we don't. So, Rekha Parwani, this SIP is everywhere. This is what you're talking is not graduation, it's post-graduation. I am talking about BA, you are talking about MA. I am talking about English honors, you are talking about PhD. No, you are talking higher level of. No, so God realization will come later. You don't worry about God realization. First, Rekha Parwani, we want self-realization. Bliss. What separates from each other is our beliefs, our vibrational essence, it is our plant where the self-ego body exists. No, you are not wrong, Bliss, you are right. We already said body, mind, ego, and is our beliefs, all correct. Beliefs, you know, you all have all spoken today. You have spoken about, I think, 15 or 20 fantastic answers. Like I told you, I have a set of amazing Gurujis in this call. Each member here is a Guru. Each of you is a bigger Guru than I have known. Each of you is capable of giving one lecture better than the sadhus of this world, I'm telling you. If you were to hold a mic, no, you will put other sadhus to sleep. You have so much jnana. In this call, many of you have got so much jnana, big sadhus don't have. Although they may be world famous, don't worry about that. You have got the right knowledge. You stick on to it. Ru Mataji, then Rekha Parvat. Ru Mataji.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Pranam.
Guruji, we don't realize that everybody is born with the sip and everybody leaves the world with the same sip. When we realize that we all are same one, then no difference. We all come with same sip and go. When it leaves, we are dead.
इसका क्या प्रूफ है रोमिता जी कि सेम सिप है? सपोज अलग अलग सिप है,
सेम है गुरुजी. गॉड इज वन.
कैसे बोल सकते हैं? सपोज मैं वो आपसे बोलता हूँ नहीं अलग अलग है, तो कैसे बोल? आप मुझे समझाओ कैसे?
गुरुजी, though there are many gods in this universe, but actually God is one. Sip is one, immortal.
No, I am challenging you and provoking you कि आपका सिप और समात्मा का सिप और सुदीप का सिप और गिरीश का सिप अलग अलग है. आप कैसे समझा सकती है कि सेम है? कैसे बोल सकते हैं आप?
नो गुरुजी, सेम है. जैसे एयर हर जगह प्रेजेंट है, वैसे ही डिवाइन सोल हर जगह प्रेजेंट है. एंड व्हेन सिप लीव्स द बॉडी, इट मर्जेस विद द एयर, विद द डिवाइन स्पिरिट.
Now you are getting the right answer. Just like air is not white air balloon, and who gave the answer? Yogini gave the example. Now you are giving the right analogy. Just because, it's just like saying, Rumata ji, it's very important for us to understand. इसलिए मैं pocket में रखता हूँ ना ये. It's very important to understand. I've just now blew air into white balloon. I blew air into blue balloon. So this air and this air is different air or same air?
Same.
Same air. Cannot be different air because the air is everywhere. This air in white balloon, when we die, goes out like this, goes out like this, and both the air becomes one. Both the soul, Arumata ji, jo spark hai, they come from the Supreme. Everywhere one Supreme. There are not 8 billion Supremes. Not 8 billion Atmas. Where are the 8 billion Atmas? And the other example, Rumata ji, घर में AC, TV, लाइट को अलग अलग करंट नहीं आता है, करंट तो एक ही आता है. तो जैसे करंट एक ही आता है, तो हमारे सब में करंट एक ही है. मेन स्विच तो एक ही है, हमारा मतलब एक ही संभालने वाला. द डिवाइन इज ओनली वन. सो गुड रूमाता जी. रेखा परवानी.
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
The I separates us. I am everything.
I is ego, right?
Yes.
So ego we've already covered, but I would use that I, which is, and I would end my discussion with your I. The I separates us. The I.
Yes.
You know I?
Ultimate I.
You know what is I? You know what is I?
Yes.
I is ignorance. I is ignorance. We are ignorant. We are wasting our life. We are wasting our time. We are wasting our happiness. We are wasting our peace. We are wasting everything. We are wasting everything of our life because of ignorance. We human beings are full of junk.
Yes.
Because our monkey mind is not like becoming a monk. It is the biggest mistake of our life and the biggest problem in this world. The biggest problem in this world, ignorance.
Yes.
There are many comments of Sunil Chittal. I'd like to see what are the comments, please. So there are big, huge. Rekha Parmani gave a trigger to the end of this discussion. Of course, we have a few more minutes before we wind up, and you have an opportunity because sometimes you all take 5 minutes only for starting trouble. In our call, we always have starting trouble. 5 minutes it takes garam hone ke liye. So,
is anger also one reason?
Anger also is part of ignorance, na Rekha. Why does I also used to get angry before. I used to get so angry. People, my anger used to travel kilometers. Now I don't. Now sometimes I may use my temper, but I never lose my temper.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to use your temper. Because if you don't use your temper, people will sit on your head.
Correct.
So you have to use your temper sometimes.
Hmm.
But when you use your temper, you don't lose your temper.
Hmm.
You are in Sat Chit Anand. Sat
Yes.
ke chit mein jo rehta, Ananda mein rehta. No losing temper, only using temper. Huh? No losing
Yes.
temper, only
Using.
using temper.
Yes.
So I believe
Thank
we
you.
have got a comment from Sunil Chittal, long comment. Dasi Budrani, we are one. Dasi Budrani, we are one. What separates us, my dear Dasi? What separates us from each other? That is the question. We have to understand what is it that is separating. Ignorance, avidya. Then you say avidya comes from mind. No, avidya comes from thought. But avidya. Yes, Dasi.
I agree. Is ignorance the only problem?
Yeah, why are we ignorant, Dasi? We are so, and we become miserable, right, Dasi? Foolish people.
Absolutely.
That's why I told you all, you must look at the mirror and what you must tell Dasi. Stop it, stupid. Stop it, stupid, because we are so unhappy and we continue to be unhappy. So you have to look in the mirror, look in the eyes, eye to eye, from our eye to the eye in the mirror, and say, stop it, stupid, stop it, stupid, stop it, stupid, stop, stupid. Otherwise, we'll continue to be unhappy.
I agree. Absolutely.
Dasi, I met somebody today, Dasi. That person
Yes.
said, that person told me, I repeat the same stupid mistake again and again and again. And I am still repeating the same stupid mistake again and again and again. Can you help me? He asked me. I said, how can I help you? You are repeating the same stupid mistake. You know it is the same stupid mistake. And you continue to make the same stupid mistake. And you're asking me to stop your stupid mistake. How can I stop your stupid mistake when you already know it's a stupid mistake and you are stupidly making the same mistake? What can we do? Nothing. Can we do anything to help them?
No, we can't do much, really. Nothing.
So this is the challenge. We should overcome our ignorance. Very, very important. Sunil Chittal.
Okay.
Sunil Chittal, unless one burns his karmas, one cannot realize Sip. Sunil Chittal, how are you going to burn your karma? With agarbatti, with matches, with firewood? How, Sunil Chittal? We are born with mind, which we have to cremate, else the cycle of birth and death will only infinitely revolve. Aparoksh Anubhuti, one realizes the when of Sip and lives as yogi. One has to internalize knowledge by Pirlu and remove ignorance. Now, last word, Sunil Chittal, you gave the answer. Such a long message you said, and the last word you gave the answer. Sunil Chittal said such a long message. In the end, he says, we have to remove ignorance. So, Sunil Chittal, you know what they call it in English? In English, Dasi Budrani will know this better than me, because I am a very bad businessman. Dasi Budrani in business world, they call the bottom line. Dasi Budrani? The bottom
Not
line.
at all. Not at all.
Bottom line means tell us the bottom line. Kitna profit, kitna loss. Bottom line. In spirituality, the bottom line in spirituality is ignorance. In
That's
spirituality, if we remove ignorance, then we get aparoksh anubhuti. Iska koi paroksh nahi, antar gyan यूं ही हो जाता, अनुभूति सच की होती, aparoksh anubhuti ye hai. How do you reach that state of aparoksh anubhuti? My dear friends, that's why every time we talk about being in yoga, how to be in yoga. Do you know that 21st of June is supposed to be World Yoga Day? And this time they have taken a lot of articles from us. Tuesday, we have even released officially the book Prema Yoga on 21st of June, because we have not released that book earlier. So we have publicly released that book on the 21st of June. And we have sent that book out to hundreds of people. If you don't have a copy, you should collect. Any of you want any number of books from me, please take, free of cost. You don't have to worry. If you need any book from me, you please ask me and you take, and you can take as many books as you want. Because it's not about how much money we make on a book, it's how much wisdom we can share. So Prema Yoga, this book we are launching on 21st of June, because people don't know the meaning of yoga. People don't know how to be in yoga. रू माता जी always says, रू से रू का प्यार. रू से रू का प्यार तो अच्छा है, लेकिन रू से रू का प्यार होना ना, there also there's the test. Prabhu sometimes he will appear as prema yoga. Sometimes he will not appear as prema yoga. Then रू माता जी फिर क्या करना है? जब प्रेम योगा नहीं होता है तो फिर क्या करना है रू माता जी?
दूसरे योग में रहना है. फिर दूसरे योग में रहना.
फिर दूसरे योग में रहना है. ऐसा नहीं कि प्रेमी के पीछे भागना है. प्रेमी के पीछे भागेंगे, it will become from prema yoga, it will become prema bhoga. प्रेमी के पीछे भागना नहीं है. Correct? अगर प्रेम योग प्रभु, that's why in the song I said, प्रीतम की आंखों में देख जरा, योग हो तो प्रभु को तू पाएगा. आंखों में प्यार इतना है भरा, प्रीतम के आंखों में प्रभु है बसा. प्रीतम से प्रभु घर निकल गए, प्रीतम से प्यार क्या कर पाएगा, प्रेम योग का अंत हो जाएगा. So when रूमाता जी जब प्रेम योग नहीं रहता है, you move to ध्यान योग, you move to ज्ञान योग, you move to भक्ति योग, you move to कर्म योग. अगर प्रभु का प्रसाद होगा तो प्रेम योग लौटेगा. अगर प्रभु का प्रसाद नहीं है तो यू मस्ट रिमेंबर, इंसान में ही भगवान है, भगवान नहीं आसमान में है. हर कण में प्रभु की शक्ति ही है, हर जीव में भगवान है. इंसान में, हर इंसान में भगवान. अरे हर इंसान में ढूंढो ना वो यहाँ क्यों से ढूंढता है. हम भगवान को ढूंढते हैं मंदिर में, लेकिन भगवान तो है अंदर में. हम भगवान कैसे पाएंगे? We cannot reach that state. Some people raise their hands. Did I? Atmatra, you want to say something? We have last 2-3 minutes.
Yes,
Anything you would like? Yes, sir.
Sir, sometimes seems difficult to unlearn something, unlearn the beliefs.
That is the challenge. No, you must understand why it's difficult to unlearn, because they have become strong beliefs. They have become like a cable. They have become like a habit.
Okay.
Atmatre. Spelling of habit, Habit, habit.
Yeah.
Very difficult to break. If you break habit, H.
Yes.
A bit still remains. A bit still remains. If you break again A, you break, bit still remains.
Right.
And you break again B, it still remains. And you break again I, T still remains. Habit of drinking tea. Some people cannot even go to toilet without drinking tea in the morning. So my dear Atmatrai, habit is very difficult to break. We should not form bad habits. Sometimes in life, let me end with this particular thing and then we meet tomorrow. Sometimes we human beings, out of ignorance, not only we separate with each other, out of ignorance, we slip into a position in life where we are miserable. Atmatrai. And it's so difficult to come out of that ignorance, because we are like trapped in that. We are caught in the maze. We are caught in our own mind. We are caught in our own ignorance. We are caught in our own bad decision. Some people have made a bad decision and they are caught in that bad decision. Now they are not able to reverse that bad decision. They don't have the courage. They don't have the conviction. They don't use their intellect, because again, the problem, what Sunil Chittal said in the last line, the problem is ignorance. The problem is ignorance. The biggest problem in this world for enlightenment is ignorance. The biggest problem when we don't have Prabhu is ignorance. The biggest problem for us being unhappy is ignorance. And the biggest problem for me being stupid again and again is ignorance. How are we going to overcome ignorance? So maybe tomorrow we will pick up this. Today we have led the discussion into this. So tomorrow, what will be our discussion tomorrow? I'm giving you the cue today only. How are we going to overcome ignorance? So I think my alarm is telling me time to an end. Anybody has anything to say? We have 30 seconds. Anybody wants to say anything?
Shivam, AiR,
Shivam.
your books are with you in the temple. Can we get it tomorrow?
Yes, yes, you can.
Okay.
You can get, books are available. Do not have any hesitation.
Okay.
Books are
Thank
for
you.
all of you. You are the owner of the book first, then me. Nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to you.
Thank you.
How will we overcome ignorance tomorrow at 8?